Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a video on trailing stop loss. So we're going to chat about trailing stops, where you would enter, how you would trail that stop loss into profit, and all of that good stuff. Just right off the bat, if you don't mind subscribing to my channel, I have a lot of really great videos coming out every day or every other day, depending on my schedule. It's going to be often that I put videos out, and they're always going to have really high education value for you. So please subscribe, comment, like the video, all that good stuff. However, let's get back to the topic of the video and trailing stop loss. If you don't know what it means to trail a stop loss, you're about to find out. I'm not going to give you a definition right off the bat because you're going to see how this is pretty self-explanatory once we actually get into it. I'm going to use TradingView today to highlight trades for you just because it's a lot easier for us to eyeball and kind of look at price action and things like that. Okay, so that's how we're going to go about it. We're going to use horizontal tool, and I'm going to show you where our entry would be. So I'm going to basically give you an example of a trade I would have entered, okay, or I could have entered. This isn't like a real trade or anything like that. It's just an idea, okay, an idea for us to go by. So we're looking at this area here, and I'm actually going to make our entry black, okay? So that's easy to see. Now, I wouldn't have actually entered there. I would have entered around here, and I'll tell you why. So we have a rejection of this major zone here, okay? If you basically what this is, guys, is just a support area that over time has been tested, or an area, sorry, that over time has been respected as support or resistance. So if we go back and look at this area, all right, I'm going to show you an example because this is going to come up throughout the video. We can see that price has respected it multiple times. Here is resistance, or sorry, here is support, here is support. If we go back, we can see it was respected as resistance here. This is likely a news candle, you guys, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Here is resistance, here is resistance. So you can see how it was respected over time. And we call that then a key level, a zone, whatever you want to call it. It's an important area for you to know, okay? So because I'm seeing a rejection candle, you see that long wick, I'm seeing a rejection here, that indicates to us that we have a possible entry for a rejection trade, okay? So once I saw price going up, okay, and we get that really strong momentum up, so I'd be looking for really long bodied candles, all right, that's when I would enter my buy, all right, so we've entered a buy here. Now we're going to place our stop loss, and we're going to place our stop loss, let's make it red. We're going to place it below that low wick. I usually like to place it, I usually like to place it a few pips below the high wick, or the long wick, I should say. Our take profit, okay, is going to be at the next strong zone. So I know that it's here because I've gone back and looked at it. I'm not going to go back again and show you guys that because you can trust me that this area has been respected multiple times, okay? I want to just get to the point of the video. What I'm going to do now, you guys, is I would have entered a couple of trades. It's called stacking trades, but I'm going to actually make a specific video on stacking trades, okay? All you need to know about it for this video is that it means instead of entering one big lot size, so like a standard lot of one, I would enter, you know, maybe a couple of 0.2, like 5.2 lots, okay? That's just an example that I'm giving you. Basically, you're just stacking your trades and entering multiple positions, okay, in the same setup. So what I would do is once I saw this really strong momentum up, okay, I would have an idea that we're probably seeing a bit of a trend reversal, right? And that it's going to keep on going up if it's really strong momentum, which is what we saw. What I would do is leave my take profit, okay, in for one or two of those stack trades, but I'd remove it for the rest. So now because we've removed our stop loss or removed our take profit, we want to secure our trade, okay, because we've got some profits in there and we don't want at any point price could reverse, right, and go on down and change trend. We don't want that to happen. Our number one goal is to always protect our capital and our profits, okay? So what we're going to do is, so we've removed our stop loss for the other trades, right? Because we've got that strong momentum. We're going to move our stop loss up. So what we're going to do, let's say price is, you know, it just passed that major zone we were looking at. We're going to move our stop loss to another zone. All right, so you'd have all your zones marked in. We can see that this is another area of importance because look, if we go back through the past, we can see that it's been respected. Maybe not as many times as those major ones, but that's okay. It's still a respected zone, okay? So if we go back, we would see that this red line, okay, I'm not going to do this too often, has been respected, okay? That's how you know. And I'm going to make a whole video on finding those important areas, okay? So you don't need to worry about being perfect at that. So our stop loss is here, all right? Now, price moves on up again. Let's say it shot up to this area, which it did. We're going to move our stop again to the next highest zone, okay? So the next area, again, that price has respected as support or resistance, right? You can actually see it when I place the line there that it's a key level, right? You can see it with the line or a support or resistance level. Now, price again moves up, all right? And we move our stop up again to the next zone, all right? Pretty simple, right? Now, here's the thing. The next thing price does is move down. So once we see that trend redirection, we're not going to move our stop anymore. We're going to keep it there, and eventually it's going to come down and we get stopped out, right? Now, that's totally fine because we've secured pips, all right? And we've secured about 125. Now, something to note, all right, and obviously you guys are probably thinking this in your head too. This was our target anyway, all right, which that's totally fine, you guys. The point is, in a lot of instances, okay, this is just a random example that I chose. In a lot of instances, you could ride this on up, you know, a lot higher, okay, with no more risk. All right, because we had no risk. We were already locked into profits, right? So, but doing this method, there will be times where you know, secure 150, 250, 350 pips that you would have never got before. Now, this was our target. So I believe it was our target. I believe our initial target was there. But your initial target might have been this level too, right? This low level. It very well might have, because your risk reward would have still been excellent. So you would have actually gotten quite a few more pips that way. But the point is, that's how you trail your stop, okay? That's how you do it. And why it's so important is that your risk is really almost negligible. Like, you almost have no risk when you're doing that because you're moving your stop up into profit. The only risk you do have, obviously, is when you first enter the trade and you have your normal stop there. But that is how you trail a stop. I'm going to stop there and do a specific video on trailing stops for scalping, because that's completely different. It's a whole different ball game in that world. This is swing trading, so it's a bit different. But that's the beauty of opening multiple positions and trailing your stop loss. That's what people mean when they say that, so now you know. If you understood what I'm talking about here, will you please let me know that everything was crystal clear? If there's something I can elaborate on more for you, please let me know. Also, keep in mind, I have a mic ordered. I know you guys, a few of you mentioned that to me. So I did go ahead and order one. So I have one coming. It's a pretty good one, so you should hear me crystal clear. Hopefully, though, you're still hearing me pretty well in these ones. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So happy that you guys are enjoying these. I mean, our little community has grown so much on here already. I love making these videos for you. And like always, let me know what you want to see. I've got a list of ideas down that you guys are mentioning to me, so I'm happy to touch on anything. Also, side note, if you want to check out my course, my Forex A to Z Masterclass, the price will be going up soon, so please check that out now and get it while it's at a really, really low price for the value you're getting in there. I'll include the link in the bio for that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.